Grumps.
So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? What? Shut up!
If any room exists, there used to be people.
This is the no people room. Seriously, what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on with this island? I can't believe that's like a thing. There's a bed. Next thing. It resembles the ones in the patient's room, but these are probably for breaks. Now, what, really?
No, they're for people.
The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. It's a plant-based murder. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I prefer soy murder myself. I feel like it's more cruelty-free.
Not lying. I would like you to prove it.
Put your plums in my mouth.
Try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
It's the only way you can prove to me.
I'm gonna knock him around for a little bit with my tongue, and then I'll see.
I'll taste your innocence.
Like this. Come on.
Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Alright, it's Game Grumps time. Am I going up or down? I can't. Oh, I'm going down. Okay, here we go. Hi, it's Game Grumps. We're playing Danganronpa pun. And
I'm losing it.
Danganronpa Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to
Lose.
This game's gonna make me come.
Well,
that's my new threat. We've been playing Rust a lot lately.
Yeah.
Online, and if somebody's just being like rude, I'm like, if you don't help me up right now, I'm gonna come.
That is threatening. When said in that tone, yeah.
All right.
I would clear the room.
What a bitch. Oh,
if they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue.
Done what?
They must have done
died.
it earlier than
Yes. Died.
Earlier?
Hajime got to the venue. Only Ibuki's body was there, right?
According to Hajime.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right?
Right.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
I'm getting flattered.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too.
She's just having an existential crisis.
I mean, Mikan is one giant existential crisis in human form.
Proof.
Here, I have proof. My 5 fingers.
That scrap of paper.
That's one less than how
what we
many Dark
found in the
Davids
baton lighting at the music venue?
That's part of why I don't think Gundam is the killer, because he helped find evidence voluntarily.
Well, maybe it's evidence that sucks.
Could be.
And he was like trying to throw them off.
Very possible.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap was stuck in the baton lighting at the music venue. Music change. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. It's like the wallpaper. Oh,
Hangman's Gambit.
Whoa, that's a big word. It's wallpaper. It was wallpaper.
Oh.
Right?
Possibly. By this game, it's apparently
no, fuck. Hold on.
Yeah, it certainly looks like wallpaper.
Oh shit! Wait.
They're the W's. Get them.
Hold on. I forgot how to do this. There we go. Okay, great. Fuck. Do I lose stuff for like if they run into each other?
Yes.
I lose points.
You lose heart.
Okay. I don't think it really matters.
I mean, you certainly have a lot of life.
Bump. Get out of here. Where's all the L's at, bro? There's an L.
There's another L. Damn dog.
P.
Fuck.
Right, where's another P?
There's one left. Oh, man, right.
Okay. Whoops. There's another P.
You maniac! You blow it up!
And there's E. I really don't care. It's just like they can run into each other all they want.
It's fine.
R. No, no, no!
You can. I think you can slow it down, like just like the concentration thing.
That's fine.
Perfect.
No, your wallpaper!
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yes, and in one picture it wasn't ripped, and then in another picture it was.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
They don't match.
That is weird. I think that's just bad.
Yeah.
we'll overlay the scrap
Art
that was
on
caught
their
on
part.
the lighting, the tear in the wall.
That's just bad art.
See,
I arted.
it fits
Art is
perfectly.
subjective.
See, it fits perfectly, Aaron. As if there was any doubt.
I see.
See, it fits perfectly. I brought that whole roll in here.
Light was originally part of the wallpaper. And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
Disappearing?
Something.
Nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Shut the. Can we just tie him up somewhere?
Yeah, he was tied
You
up.
guys
He
were
loved it.
exceptional enough to identify that scrap of
Well, then great. Problem solved.
figure this out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Took a long time to get to that conclusion. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? And if so, do I care? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. All right, let's give this a try. Another oh yeah!
Logic dive, yeah!
Hell yeah, bro!
Ready to snowboard to a thought?
Jump. Jump.
Hajime? Now I'm thinking!
Jump.
Oh fuck, I'm thinking!
Oh my god, I'm thinking so intensely down this slope.
Yeah.
What? Ah! Ah! Oh, okay. Question 1. It was hidden. Lost dive.
Meow, 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 meow.
And I'm going down the place. This is always what it felt like when I was in math class and I had to take a test.
Yeah. Just blind panic. You feel like you're going 40 miles an hour even though you're just sitting there.
Question 2. What did the killer use to hide her body? Wallpaper. Yeah. Life. Ooh, thin
Yeah,
little.
yeah, it's getting intense.
If I fall into oblivion, I lose my mind. If you die in the dive, you die for real. Woo!
Well, you just kind of sit there like a jackass and everyone looks at you.
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
Okay. The killer find
Cover the pillar. Yep, makes sense.
Wait, that's so stupid.
I think we were talking about that too. Like we were joking. They would just cover her completely with tape, and no one would be able to see.
That's
I
right.
just think she was cocooned.
Our bit turned into the real thing.
Yeah, something like it.
Complete. Okay,
Hiyoko's
bear with me.
Yeah. Listen, I've been doing a lot of mind snowboarding.
And I think the wallpaper was wrapped around the pillar while she was already connected to it.
Wait, and then you do like the jump where you grab your legs and put your hand behind your head.
Whoa!
I've got it.
Holy shit. Okay. Fucking,
That's you.
I guess that's how we did it.
Taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
Yeah.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
But wouldn't you have to tape up the wallpaper too?
Yeah, it was like, was it smooth? It would be lumpy, right?
They hid the pillar?
Yeah. I wrapped
What?
the wallpaper
I hid the.
around
I
it.
mean, they hid the
was able to
pillar.
create a slightly
I love
larger
this.
pillar.
By wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
Maybe he had his 4 hamsters do it.
So when I first discovered
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Because that hamster ran up and
Hyoko's
grabbed the
body was
paper
already
really
there.
easily.
Shit. Yeah, we're both convinced it was Gundam, right?
I mean, I don't know. It's I become convinced like 3 people did it on every trial.
Yeah.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
What?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Oh, I see what they're saying.
What?
That lighting rail that goes around the pillar, they used that to create the circle. They didn't put the wallpaper around the pillar itself, because then there would have been a Hiyoko-shaped mush visible. You know what I mean?
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Why do that?
Yeah.
That's how they hid Hiyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
Like, what's the...
Why would they put it up just to peel it off?
Why did they need to hide Hiyoko's body? Wouldn't it have just been the same if they both were dead? And it's like, oh no, they're both dead. I don't know.
But the
Yeah, I'm
killer
not
made a
fully
mistake.
clear.
They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And
Asshole.
because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
Yeah,
Jerking off.
Right, I could have walked in on them.
Body
Yeah. It's
Don't come in!
He's like more embarrassed about that than murdering somebody.
Knock next time!
The crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in
They
the
would just
storage
have
room.
to. It's so easy.
That's the coolest thing to do.
Then
Not that big
when
of a
was
deal.
Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point.
I don't
And
care.
on that
I mean, I don't know.
It's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than
You woke the robot!
Yon, 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 yon.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my...
God, we've already talked about imitation murders like 3 times already.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You could sue Minami.
Yeah.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Mothballs.
He said mothballs.
Yeah. I think they said I think they meant moth.
I don't eat mothballs.
He said,
I just enjoy looking at them.
She said mothballs.
okay.
Well, what kind of balls does she eat?
What are they called? Mosimos? Whatever.
I don't know.
knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
They threw him over there.
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
Just, if he does turn out to be the killer and ends up dying, I'm really gonna miss him. I just love the way he says
Go to
everything.
all this trouble in the first place.
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
He was mutilated. The Tin Man.
The reason the killer imitated the 2 victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that. No. To mix up the killing.
To let their accomplice escape.
To mix the killing order.
Boy, I don't know the answer.
I see.
Oh, so they killed
The reason
Hiyoko
the killer
first,
imitated 2 of the
and
murders
then
from the
killed
movie,
Ibuki?
so we'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A
Lucky
valid
Ibuki.
line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid.
She acquired
The condition of
45
Ibuki's
seconds
body
more
suggests
of
that as
glorious life. We should consider her lucky.
Lucky.
Wait, what did she say? I'm sorry.
If you're going to cry and beg like that,
Okay, she said, yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well. Okay.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
My shoulders are in action.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right?
because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
What?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Sometimes the dialogue is just like, I guess I'll just keep hitting A until something makes sense.
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
No.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What? Hey, what?
Well, I guess the implication is that like when the floor collapsed out from under her, that's when she died.
But that's not the floor, that's the stepladder.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Why? Because she has blood on her feet?
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
A feather.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
It kind of looks like he just has a tiny arm coming out from his right side, you know?
Don't pay attention to my tiny arm.
Man, he's being annoying again.
Mahira's like, yeah, just what does he think he's talking about?
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
You're wrong. I have psychic abilities. Oh.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Dancing.
River dance.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
I say as I pet my 4 dark demons.
Allow me to expose my hamster.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. And let's spin.
Oh god. It's like being in the game of life wheel.
Yeah, blood on the shoes.
Yes.
That's for sure it, but...
Right.
When Hiyoko died,
I was bummed.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
At first I was afraid.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes, it's right here. Fuck. God damn it. Wait, what?
You were blocked by
the
noise.
It's because...
Because you didn't slow it down.
No, it's because I fucking held the shoot button instead. If you hold the shoot button, it tries to absorb it.
On the floor.
Oh, I see.
Instead of just
I am
pressing
telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped?
Boom, baby.
Consent!
I consent!
Use my likeness in the movie!
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something.
Quote unquote.
I'll sign your NDA. Do whatever you want to me.
That's something.
Step on me, queen.
Bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki...
The almost is what makes it such an unpleasant experience.
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Yes.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
What the fuck?
Holy shit, Gundam.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Okay.
Like, I feel like I should be insulted, but I don't quite follow.
Yeah. Yeah, his face is...
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
No!
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Okay.
You're so...
Did we have math class together, or like, how did we know each other?
It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I love being entertained. Okay.
Rebuttal showdown.
This little hamster sitting on his tooth. Oh man, I gotta fucking do this shit. I still don't understand how this works.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene.
Yeah.
There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
You're in danger.
No, I'm not. Despite exaggerated force, is a trap?
You're seeing the blood on Ibuki's feet. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never...
How are you supposed to read any of this if you're like just slicing through it so quickly? Damn it! How did I miss
the
that?
blood on Ibuki's... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember
To get all of them in order to advance.
There was no... You can't step on blood that was... Did you see a nice nightmare?
What the fuck? Why won't it let me slash that one?
I think you only have a limited amount of swings, and you're missing some.
Oh, what?
That's my guess.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Break!
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
I probably do.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, yeah, I do.
If you look close, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
What? You were there when I discovered it.
When the killer tried to hide Hiyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it. And the killer
She
probably
stepped in
didn't
it, all
even
right.
realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I can't
Did that
understand
happen?
why.
Even if they're able to hide Hiyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
But I mean, I'm sure it will, but it just seems so convoluted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A Danganronpa murder seems convoluted.
Well, it's just like, okay, so we thought Ibuki was first and then Hiyoko was second, but Hiyoko's first and Ibuki was second. So fucking what?
Yeah, I don't understand the significance of that either, but I'm sure it'll play out.
Hiyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating.
Huh, I learned something
So I don't
today.
think they had to go that far. Aside from Miko, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
So if somebody like has like a pool of blood after they're dead, that's wrong? You gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Kind of depends on how they were stabbing us.
Inside the music venue, so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy.
That's right. I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
But who cares?
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
You fuck!
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right?
Yep.
It's decided. Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
What?
I probably shouldn't mention that I killed them.
Fine then. But regardless
So I
of good
won't.
or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Okay.
Now then,
Maybe you should.
debate.
Maybe you should.
Wait a second.
Hold on.
There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Suey.
As always, you have to vote for who the killer is.
Suey?
Chop suey.
Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Well, it's settled then.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hiyoko's
I don't
death,
like.
but I'm wondering if
I don't understand what other words I could use in that sentence.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
It's not how that works, man.
Yeah.
She was afflicted by
Murder
the
suicide's
despair
like a
disease,
thing.
That's
remember?
definitely a thing.
That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means
Oh, right.
the killer had to be alive at that time.
Yeah, to pull down the wallpaper.
Then she was alive.
Whoops!
Check the pet!
First
There might be poo!
Okay! Shit!
Oh, fuck.
Yeah! Woo! Clean it up!
Hell yeah!
Just like,
Back to the action.
somebody's gonna die! Hold on. Just pulls it out of his pocket.
Tamagotchi.
Hold on, I have to play the arrow game with it. Boop. Shit. I guessed left, but it went right.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
Stupid.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
It's hunged.
And if she was going to fake her death,
Hanged.
I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Okay.
I see. So that means
She
there's
killed
no
herself
doubt that
before
someone
she
killed
murdered
those two.
Hyoko.
I'm glad.
Got it!
No,
Search for the
no.
killer.
Allow me to cut through those words!
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind.
What are we gonna have for dinner?
It's suicide. And just what was that video Hajime saw?
What? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
How do we know that's Ibuki?
Yeah, exactly.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Hypnotism, hilarious.
Don't say it all proud.
Ultimate hypnotist.
Yeah.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi.
An alibi.
Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Okay.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
So Hajime could be fucking lying.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What
No, it can't be
Hajime
alive. It
see
was a
that
video.
So was it like pay-per-view?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw it
$29.99.
on the
I was like, what a
music
deal.
video after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
What? What?
What?
Then we just
But they
have to
happened at the same
find
time.
a person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Sparkling justice!
Oh man.
Oh boy, here we go.
More video game.
No! Don't make me do stuff!
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
It's so
Right before the
uncool.
morning announcement,
It's like
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
some of these take more shots than
Everyone at the
others.
motel was doing that.
Oh yeah, some of them like fall
So
apart.
everyone who
Yeah.
stayed at the motel doesn't
makes
have
it
an
exciting.
alibi.
No, but then
What
it's
about
like
you
over
guys?
something, and if I do too many times, it takes
I
away
was
10
where I was
seconds.
supposed to be, my own cottage.
Maybe use the concentration thing.
That's not an alibi.
It only lasts for like a second.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
All we need.
if nobody has an alibi, then
No, that's wrong.
Oops! I fucked up the screen!
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact,
I'm
Mikan
not
and
missing
I
an
both have
alibi.
alibis.
You two have alibis?
We were necking. I mean...
Yeah, that we can confirm with each other and no one
Up
else.
until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
Like, together.
We even woke up together that morning.
Scandalous.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Shut the fuck up.
You see, Soda,
Shut the fuck up, Soda.
when a murder suspect and a murder suspect love each other very much. Oh, that's some jealousy right there.
Too much info.
I think you want more info, Chiaki.
She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
It's not like we were...
We went to the hospital together afterward, so we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case,
If by
killer must be
alibi you
someone
mean
else.
row.
It's better if we think about it like that.
At least for me.
Yeah.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's
Mikan's like,
that an alibi for
describe
both
his
before
penis
and during the morning announcement would be very
Like a mushroom head, but not like shiitake. It's extremely small.
yeah, see? Wait, no, I'd rather just confess to the murder.
Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder...
Like I wouldn't even use penis to describe it. I'd describe it as pee-pee. Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process.
Yup. Has to be me.
It was like if a cigarette got broken
in half and then had like a little on top of it. That's like kind of exaggerating how big it was.
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason?
That's what he just said.
Fuck! If that's the case, well, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a
Or
trap.
the triller's crap.
The mole people invented that one. Set by one of us. If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? And how do I escape the trap? And how can I use the trap to trap somebody else?
Where am I? Am I snowboarding?
It isn't
God
trap
damn it!
type of music?
Fucking trial suspend.
Oh, this shit's like useless.
Monokumi, monomi.
My spells sure like tasty. Stop it! Don't characterize me. It's chance time. That's spare time. I don't fucking care. None of this matters. It never matters.
He mentioned umami.
Great, delicious. Yes, I would like to see current progress.
Trial continue.
Sorry, guys. I just wanted to tell a little story.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this?
Why are we trying to solve the murder right now?
We were supposed to have a fun
Why are we in Bubble
school
Town?
trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
Fuck yeah! Oh man, I'm losing it to this music.
Okay.
Everyone, do your Don't lose to yourself. And
Meet
don't
me in the
forget
bubblegum
to
forest.
play.
Monami, please. Oh, that's right. People are dead.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Something like that even exists?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
Yeah, because we were all listening to Monomi's stupid fucking
Did
weird...
I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
You can.
Yeah.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
Agreed.
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
Well, that's a helpful reminder. Thank you, Monokuma.
You know, the rules I didn't tell anybody?
You know what? He's not such a bad guy.
I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Shut up forever. Sounds very, very mature.
Just forever. You got me.
I can't argue with Billy.
I don't understand why this game is using that like rule that he made up at the last second as like this like smoking gun.
It'll factor in just like the other one did.
I'm thinking about it again, and he's
Everybody knows that, even though I had to explain it to you guys.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
That none of us knew when they were murdered.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
I was very content with the movie.
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was
Oh my god, somebody hacked up
Arrow's.
Nekomaru. Oh no. I think that's what happens.
Oh no.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
The body was covered in hamster bites. That could be anybody.
I'm not the only one here who has hamsters, right? Right?
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying
Yes.
Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
Oh.
What?
Hiyoko's murder wasn't planned. Then why did they kill who they killed? Yes.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details?
God, they really jump to conclusions.
They do, but they're often right, you know?
For example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
She hates music. Or maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Maybe she likes to rock.
Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Maybe she likes to rock.
Hiyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Ooh.
And they're about to turn into 8 dark devas of destruction, if you know what I mean. I mean that hamsters fuck a lot.
Why Hiyoko went to the music venue, if that's the key to all this. Where's the door? I need to find that out, no matter the cost. Oh man, it's fucking bullets.
Make your
again.
argument.
Why did Hiyoko? There's no way we'd know that.
The killer summoned her.
Squeak!
Are those the hamsters or Mikai?
What the fuck?
Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
What the fuck?
No, maybe.
What the hell is going on?
She went of her own free will.
I agree!
I agree with that.
Break!
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
She went because of her kimono or whatever.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Because she's a kimono and she wanted to go. There's a mirror there.
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
She wanted to burn
I
her
don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way
It's
she
like,
got abducted.
they jump to these fucking stupid conclusions that make no sense. And then when the stuff is like horribly obvious, they're like, wait a sec, which of it? It's like, we already know. But I don't know if the come on, I fucking, I already said I know.
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
I don't know,
She was
man. Like,
forcibly
this
taken from her
game
room.
alternately
There's no
makes me
way
feel
she
very
would've had
smart and
time
very
to
stupid
lock.
at the same time.
Yeah.
The killer could have locked her door, right?
Coulda.
Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Is that how it was written in the script?
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that
Then they
deep.
coulda have written, coulda.
And then then she said, "I'll punch ya." It could have been anyone.
Otherwise, there's
heard
no
it from
point
the other
messing with
room.
the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You've never seen this drawing before.
You saying my gut was wrong? This
Yes.
is my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Why won't you just let me shine?
No, that's not the issue.
You're a shining light, you queen.
Slay!
Enough with your fancy talk.
Oh, shit.
I'll shut you up right now.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck, we're gonna have to sword duel.
What's the sudden aggression?
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
She definitely got abducted or the killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room.
Yeah.
Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're Captain Tappy Man.
I know, but I didn't know what was happening.
Inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking.
Yeah, you're out of cuts. See in the bottom right corner?
And that's why the killer targeted her.
Okay.
Silly goose.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Okay.
Nice.
Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Stop talking in twirly words. It's confusing.
You can't
The
read.
killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all.
Ah!
Oh.
Wait, what?
Didn't you miss the, allow me to cut through those words thing?
Remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was off. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through those words.
She punched the killer right in the knife with her neck.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
My throat to your sword style.
Her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is
I'm
why
so
I
sleepy.
informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Why didn't she just say
I
this
also
shit in the first
suggested
place?
some spinal surgery so her neck wouldn't fuse directly into the top of her leg.
I just don't understand why I have to remember this shit for, and then suddenly she's like, yes, that's right. It's I am the reason that he knows this information.
Yeah, he.
And I will elaborate.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix the messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
I don't want to boil you.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Boil her!
Like make a sandwich. Hell no.
The killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
That would be too deep for my hamsters.
Make sure you find them the finest shoebox money can buy.
Do you want me to
None of that
incinerate your
Payless
clothes?
shit.
Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Then you'll be nude.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Stop! No!
What do you mean, for my sake?
It's just the Gundam's so awesome it'll fucking totally kick your ass.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Bad thing to say during a murder trial.
Yeah.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
Listen to this.
The only thing I can think of is,
It was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the
Ah, shit! It's the engineer from Prometheus!
I'm planting the black goo right now.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
Boy, Hiyoko had a rough go of it in this game.
Yeah.
Like in the last trial, she walked in accidentally at the wrong time and got chloroformed.
The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation...
She died. Can you help me with my kimono? Excuse me, Mr. Killer.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
4% whole milk murders.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
I do. I mean...
Please do not use offensive words like cunning.
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
Killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close, but I guess we'll find out next time on GameGrumps.
Oh, crap! We still don't know the most important part. Who the killer is.
But we're very, very close.
Oh,
I can tell on account of the game's runtime.
All right, later everyone. We will finish this trial next time on GameGrumps.